As the Cats have battled back to within 2. You can run that baseline to inbound the basketball, as Stummis just did. Ellis to touch up a runner that didn't go. Camacho on the follow. That didn't drop. Mike Rose didn't finish. And Dixon will pull off a big defensive board. 3 opportunities for Eastern Kentucky. Cats could tie it, maybe take the lead. Wait a minute, not now, as Mike Williams got hit for setting an illegal pick.
Wow. You work hard on the defensive end to rebound the basketball after you give Eastern Kentucky 3 opportunities to convert. And then 5 seconds into the shot clock, you're turning it back over. That's tough.
Well, Cincinnati will apply that defensive pressure on this inbound. Davon Ellis, Justin Stummis, Jorge Camacho, Mike Rose, Joshua Jones, the 5 on the floor.
Well, very close to a 10-second call right there. They got it over at 26 seconds on the clock.
Now Stummis will put it on the deck and trigger that tough jumper that never got to the rim. Good D there by Mike Williams. He showed up and bothered that attempt by Stummis.
Well, the defensive intensity for Cincinnati has certainly picked up.
Last time UC led was way back at 8-6, less than 4 minutes into this game.
Eastern Kentucky in the man-to-man offense, so you should see Cincinnati look to throw the ball inside.
Bishop for the lead, too firm. Williams got held. He got held by Camacho and Stummis. He'll go to the free throw line on the 1 and bonus with a chance to tie this up for the Cats.
Well, if we get a chance to take a look at that, Mike Williams, what he did right there is what all great offensive rebounders do. He sees a shot going up. He's getting to the opposite side and he's being held, but he's getting himself to the opposite side where the ball more than likely is going to rebound to get himself in position to secure it. And he earns a trip to the foul line.
Instinct. Understanding, huh?
Absolutely. All great rebounders do it, but he can't cash it in.
But Bishop kept it alive. Vaughn for 3 in the lead. Missed it wide right. And it's Eastern Kentucky basketball.
Now Vaughn had a wide open look, and it seemed like he rushed that attempt. You know, normally when he misses, it may be a little long or a little short, but that one was wide right.
Watch this, and it was a foul called on UC down underneath. They got Rashad Bishop for going over the top. It'll have Jorge Camacho shooting the 1 and bonus.
He took a big swing. Just can't do that. And we always say, if you're going to win on the road, you got to make foul shots. And Eastern Kentucky doing a nice job of that as a team, shooting about 70% from the charity stripe. Camacho bottoms out the first.
Hit them both. This kid's been big off the bench. Jorge Camacho with 10 points on 4 of 6 from the floor. As you look at Joshua Jones back in for Justin Stummis. We're going inside 6 minutes right now. UC had a chance to tie, maybe take the lead, Anthony, on that last trip. And now back by 2 possessions again. Their deficit is 4.
And a 1-3-1 really bothering Cincinnati.
Davis, good-looking 3, and he'll stick it. Larry Davis, huge stroke to bring the Cats back to within 1.
Eastern Kentucky has done a great job so far holding Cincinnati off. You wonder how will this team react if they lose the lead here.
Cats looking to go to 9-2 and back up their win. Camacho will attack the bucket and float it home. He's got a dozen off the bench.
A big shot by that young man, but Cincinnati, 2 guys not really guarding one, and they leave Camacho wide open, and he takes advantage. Goes right to the front of the rim and gets an easy one.
UC's lead was short-lived a moment ago. That's going to be a push that is going to go on Papa Opong, who's came back. Opong hit with a personal foul, and Deontay Vaughn is going to the free throw line. Deontay Vaughn on the night 5 of 13 from the floor and only 3 of 11 from long range.
He's really been inconsistent, knocking them down from the perimeter, but he's a guy that, you know, he can flip the switch and get hot in a hurry.
The Cats have authored 31 three-point attempts tonight. 31 of them, Anthony Buford. That's about, yeah, that's about right. It's a couple games worth for you back in the playing days.
Well, that's not their game. I'm pretty sure their game plan was to throw it down low where they had the advantage. But Eastern Kentucky has done a nice job with their zone defenses of keeping Cincinnati from doing that.
All right, Vaughn hits a couple from the line. Back to a 1-point deficit for the Cats. Crowd up into it. We're inside 5 left. Glad you're a part of it. Big East Network at Fox Sports Ohio. Camacho got shut off by Mike Williams. This is Mike Rose. Rose with the leading point total tonight. He's got 20, and Lewis got held by Larry Davis as he tried to get the corner turn.
Lewis is going to be a handful right now with the basketball because he's so quick with the basketball. So he's going to be difficult to guard on the dribble. And with the Colonels being in the bonus, he's doing the right thing, putting the pressure on Cincinnati to foul so they can go to the foul line and score with the clock stop.
Lewis always with that heavy arc to his shot. Looks like it's going to bring condensation down when it leaves his hand.
It's not pretty looking, that's for sure, but it's been effective.
He split the pair there. All right, Eastern Kentucky by 2, and now Lewis with pressure just fouled Deontay Vaughn. Vaughn could go to the free throw line and tie it up. Both teams now in the double bonus.
Not a lot of fouls in the first half by Eastern Kentucky, but here, second half, they haven't done as good of a job because they've played a little more man-to-man in the second half versus their zones. But they've switched defenses quite a bit in this game, which has kept Cincinnati off balance.
And their head coach Jeff Neubauer, assistant at the Citadel, West Virginia, and now in his 4th season here at Eastern Kentucky, doing a very fine job with his ball club in the Ohio Valley Conference. Deontay Vaughn with a chance to tie things up if he can connect twice.
This arena hasn't been very kind to Eastern Kentucky. They've come in the Fifth Third Arena and been blown out on several occasions, and so you can tell the job that he's doing with that program for them to come in to this arena and compete at the level they competed tonight and give Cincinnati all they want. We said barn burner if they shoot it.
First time that we've been all even in this one. Deontay Vaughn with a couple of makes, tied at 60. Hang on now. Another shot, Bishop trying to deal with Lewis. Joshua Jones will drain the deep 3. The lead up to 3 again. Well, Lewis broke everybody down and gave Jones a good look.
We always say you get your best look at 3 when you go inside out, and he's the inside by dribbling it right into the teeth of the defense, and then outside it's being offered up by Jones.
Well, Mick Cronin got that timeout during the course of this Cincinnati spurt by UC at the end of the first half.
No question about it. They have played the better basketball game this evening. They've been better on both sides of the floor. They just haven't rebounded it. If they had been able to rebound the basketball, the game wouldn't even be close.
Can you see they'll find a way on a night when they haven't played particularly well? Yancey Gates is going to the free throw line. That high-low game from top to bottom is Mike Williams. Enjoying the holiday season, but the holiday season is going to get kind of short-circuited here a little bit if the Cats don't find a way to come back and get over the top here, AB.
Well, Gates at the foul line, not a strong free thrower. See that very first look right there, not good. So Cincinnati again and be behind the 8 ball after that attempt.
Yancey Gates got his own and went strong to the window.
Wow, big time breakdown that time by Eastern Kentucky. The one guy you got to block out is the shooter. That's the easiest guy to block out.
Gates misses a couple from the line and crashes the glass to bring his ball club back within 1. In the hands of the leader, Mike Lewis, at 5'7", about 130 pounds. That may be generous, but he's been dynamic here in the second half. Shot clock will come inside 10 in the hands of Mike Lewis. Well, he's going to cast off another one of those rainbow triples, and nothing but the bottom of the court for Lewis.
Big shot right there by Lewis.
We'll find out.
Well, Cincinnati will have to attack this 1-3-1 zone.
Yancey Gates down in his office. Dion, the freshman. What does Anthony say? Fresh produce. They did there. Dixon and Yancey Gates combining.
Well, the fruit is coming up sweet right now when you throw it down low. And Cincinnati just going to attack by just throwing it over the top and letting Yancey with that.
Got off to a quick beginning, wound up with 12 points, 9 rebounds, 13 points, 8 bounds here tonight. Ball club down. UC's Bear Cats down by 2 at 66-64. Taylor to drain a 3. He got a good look in front of that Eastern Kentucky bench.
Cincinnati switching, and there's a little bit of confusion on the switch, and they're giving up the wide open look.
Well, Davis thought about pulling the trigger, glides to the bucket, count it. And one more coming from the line for Larry Davis. Don't see that too often. Show and go, and got to the rim with a foul.
Well, nice job right there in the corner. You see he shows the basketball, gets the defender in the air, and on the bounce to the basket, strong finish, and he gets the old-fashioned try at the three-point play to keep this a 2-point ball game. But Cincinnati has got to get it together defensively, because right now, Eastern Kentucky is like a Rolex. They are operating at precision-like craft on the offensive end.
11 threes they have connected on tonight. 61% for head coach Jeff Neubauer. Now Larry Davis converts the three-point opportunity. We hit 2 minutes left with a 2-point Eastern Kentucky lead. Joshua Jones never got it elevated over Mike Williams. Davis for the lead. Bang! Larry Davis. 6 quick ones. Cats on top by 1. Their first lead sets the 16-minute mark of the opening half.
Well, we've got what we thought we would have at the beginning of this game. We thought we might have a close one.
Lewis turned the corner, stolen away Deontay Vaughn.
Well, what did Cincinnati do on the last 2 defensive possessions? They didn't help off the shooters. They forced Eastern Kentucky to try and score against their bigs. As you take a look at Jones trying to score against Williams, and now Cincinnati has an opportunity to get out in transition. They find the hot man, and he delivers with the 3. Get this crowd involved. And then again, same thing on the defensive end. Vaughn that time able to get the steal, so Cincinnati coming up big defensively.
Deontay Vaughn to try to bump this lead up to 3 if he could connect twice. Came up flat in the first. Vaughn was 17 tonight. Was 4 for 4 from the line as Justin Stummis checks back in with excellent 3-point accuracy.
Well, a 2-point lead's not safe with Eastern Kentucky, because you know they've made 11 threes. They're shooting well over 50%. It just is. They're a dangerous ball club.
Deontay Vaughn cashed out one of the 2. 2-point UC Bearcat lead. Hang on now. Minute 25 left. Bishop went to help.
They're trying to keep the basketball out of Lewis's hands.
Deontay Vaughn sealing off Mike Lewis. Now Bishop on the switch. Shot clock at 10, game clock at 1:03. Shot clock at 5. Rose on the back door, all the way to the bucket. We're tied at 71.
Rolex quality right there. They ran the clock all the way down, and they get a nice layup for their best player in Rose.
Well, Davis thought about it again. Will now. Larry Davis came up short. Lewis will push it forward. Mike Lewis didn't get it to drop. Stumma's got a board.
They can run the clock all the way down.
Yeah, a game you got maybe a 1/10 of a second or so differentiating game and shot clock. Tied at 71 apiece.
And they want to take the ball out of Lewis's hands.
Mike Rose. 10 seconds left right now.
Well, he says clear it out. He's the guy who wants to win it.
Larry Davis on the blocking foul with 4.6 seconds left.
You don't want to foul that young man. He is almost money, and they had it well defended. As you see, he's going right to a defender, and Davis commits the foul.
So, regardless of what happens here at the line, Eastern Kentucky could be up 1, could be up 2. Can't imagine Rose missing them both at 90% to keep it tied. But regardless of that, Cincinnati will have a last shot to either tie it or win it.
Take a look at this possession right here. You see the backdoor cut and the screen being offered up by Opong, as he just shut off the whole backside. Cincinnati couldn't come help. Nice watch, just great offense in a pressure situation.
Tied at 71 apiece. Eastern Kentucky, they've won 3 in a row. Trying to make, they haven't played in a week. They've had finals all this past week. A week ago today, they beat Ball State. And haven't played in 7 days, while UC has played 3 different times. This 4-game week for the Cats of UC. They've been stung and maybe stunned a little bit by the prowess of Eastern Kentucky.
Well, Eastern Kentucky came in with a lot of confidence. This ball club felt like they had a good shot at beating Cincinnati. And they've played like it. And as we've said, they've been the better team here tonight. Cincinnati has just willed themselves back into this ball game, but the better team has been Eastern Kentucky. And a joke that he'll make both of these.
Very pure on the first from Mike Rose. He's got another one coming.
Cincinnati has plenty of time.
And you don't need a 3. With this now a 2-point Eastern Kentucky lead. And it's going to be Jeff Neubauer who's going to trigger. You can run the baseline.
They're going man-to-man. And Rose is going to sit back in.
Now Williams got it in the hands of Dixon, and now Vaughn. Deontay Vaughn up top the gates. He'll crush with 1/10 of a second left. Oh, did you see run that beautifully? Yancey Gates high and flushing it home